Good Monday to you. How are y'all doing? I hope you had a good weekend. I know we did. We got a lot of rest and got a lot of things done around the house, a lot of cleaning. This week we're going to be reading an informational text. Informational texts are like nonfiction texts. Nonfiction means real, right? Not fiction. Nonfiction means real. We're going to start off on page 224. 224 is where your vocabulary words are. And 225 is the story you're going to be reading. So turn in your reading books to page 224 and 225. And the story is called Watering Plants. My daughter and husband have got a garden that they've grown in the backyard, and they water their garden every day. They water their plants. So when we get to start picking vegetables off the garden, then I'll show them to y'all from the video so you can see them. Okay, watering plants. This is what the picture looks like. Watering plants. And again, it's on page 224 and 225. Now on page 224, you have 5 vocabulary words. 5 vocabulary words to go through. And the first one is arrange. The next one is certain. The next one is moist. Then soggy. Then place. Okay? There's 5 words. Now let's start looking in the text for the first word. The first word is arrange. So turn the page. It's usually pretty close. Turn the page to page 226. Right here. Here's the first word on page 226. In the margin, it says arrange, to put in a neat or specific way. To put in a neat or specific way. So let's turn in our story back to the end where we usually put our vocabulary words. On page 244. 244. There are sentences there, and we are looking for a sentence that says to put in a neat, specific way. In a neat, specific way. Well, the first sentence says, we put too much water on the seeds. Now the soil is something. That means wet. The next sentence says, please put 2 seeds in the hole. Well, it doesn't mean put, to arrange. The third sentence says, we will put in order the plants in neat rows. What does arrange mean again? To put in a neat or specific way. So, I bet that's the right one right there. We will arrange the plants in neat rows. So right here, where it says we will, right here, number 3, arrange. So you're going to write arrange right here. Arrange goes right here, right, number 3. Okay? So I'll let you do that. Okay. Now we go back and we see the next vocabulary word is certain. Certain. It looks like curtain, but it's certain. I'm certain it's not curtain. Okay, so we look in the story for certain and look on page 229. I found it. 229. It says particular some. Particular some. Okay? So let's look back at our vocabulary sentences on page 244. Particular some. Now, the first sentence was we put too much water on the seeds. Now the soil is wet. Now the soil is certain. Does that make sense? Not really. Please put 2 seeds in each hole. Please certain too much. Nah. We already did number 3, arrange. The dirt was damp. Certain, damp. Does certain mean damp? No. We plant seeds at special times of the year. Special, particular, a special time. Yes. Number 5, we plant seeds at certain times of the year. So certain is going to be number 5. Certain is going to be number 5. So down here on number 5, right here, you're going to put certain. Right, certain. So certain goes right above special because it's a certain time of year. Now, our next vocabulary word is moist. Moist. What does it mean to be moist? It's like soft and squishy. If you went to the beach and you picked up some sand that was wet, it would be moist. Okay? So let's see. Let's find moist in our story. Oh, look on page 232. 232. In the margin there it says slightly wet. Slightly wet. Not totally wet, but slightly wet. So that would be moist. So a little bit wet. Okay, we put too much water on the seeds. Now the soil is wet. Well, it doesn't say wet. It says slightly wet. So let's see. Number 2, please put 2 seeds into each hole. Well, we're not putting something. We're talking about something that's slightly wet. We already did number 3. Number 4, the dirt was damp after the rain shower. So damp. Damp means a little bit wet. So that's where we're going to put moist. We're going to put moist right above damp. Okay, so right here on number 4, right above where it says damp, you're going to put moist. Okay? All right. Now, soggy, my ear itches. Soggy is the next word, and it's right under moist. Soggy. Soggy is very wet. Okay, soggy is very wet. I bet you're already knowing the answer. Number 1, we put too much water on the seeds. Now the soil is soggy. So that's what it says, wet. Wet means soggy. So you're going to, above wet, you're going to write soggy, and I can see that they already kind of did that one for you. Okay? Okay? Now let's look through. Well, that was the last 2, I think. Was that the last two, or do we have any more? Oh, place. Place. Number 2, please put 2 seeds into each hole. Place. When you put something there, you place it there. Like if I say, please put your pencil down, it also means please place your pencil on the desk. So number 2, above put, you'd write place. Place. Okay? All right. So we've done day 1. Today's Monday. And so tomorrow we'll be reading. And then we'll be reading this nonfiction story about planting a garden. Maybe I'll take some pictures of my garden outside and I'll show them to y'all. Then you can see what a real live garden looks like too. Okay? All right. I hope y'all have a great day. Miss y'all. Love y'all. Bye.